Fame Chicago Cub Ryan Sandberg's favorite restaurant in Chicago is the legendary Harry Carey's Italian Steakhouse. Go where Rhino goes for the best prime steaks in River North, Rosemont, or Lombard. Call 773 Holy Cow or visit harrycareys.com. Cubs try to add to their lead as Addison Russell takes a strike from Mike Leake.
For those of you who are sabermetrically inclined, Addison Russell has accumulated 4.6 wins above replacement. That ranks 8th in the National League.
And I'm guessing, I haven't looked in the last couple of weeks, but maybe half that value comes from his defense.
2.5. He ranks 1st in the National League in defensive wins above replacement. He has moved ahead of Brandon Crawford.
Theoretically, that'll be a good battle for the Gold Glove, although, as we've discussed before, the incumbent
it's like Congress
have a slight advantage.
Yeah. You got to knock out the champ or have him get traded to the American League like Andrelton Simmons.
Three and two, Montero next. Foul back our way. 22nd career start for Mike Leake against the Cubs. And ball 4.
This Friday, it's the 16th of September, and the Cubs play the Brewers. First pitch is at 1:20, and up to the first 10,000 early arriving fans receive a Kyle Schwarber home run bobblehead presented by Comcast Sports Net. For more information, visit Cubs.com. There's Schwarbs. He's looking pretty good.
Cubs have had at least one base runner in every inning, and Russell nearly got picked off. I don't know how he got back, but he did.
I think Carpenter missed him. He's still taking a very aggressive lead.
Yeah, the throw beat him. You're right. That's a strike.
He's drifting. He's in peril. And Carpenter reaches beyond his right arm and trying to apply that tag.
Soft liner to Jerko, and Russell easily back to first.
It's funny, before replay, in a situation like that, first baseman would just take the ball and sweep it real quick through the zone and just throw it around the horn and say, we got our guy, and the call would be out in all likelihood and move on. Now with replay, guys have to be much more diligent about trying to actually apply the tag. In that instance, it appeared that Carpenter missed, and the Cardinals clearly agreed because they didn't challenge.
Hayward with one out. And this could be 2. 4 to 6 to 3, and the inning is over. Midway in the 4th, Cubs 2, Cardinals nothing.
It's SUV season from Ford. The best time to get into a new Escape, Edge, or Explorer with features that keep you connected. And with SiriusXM, enjoy 150 channels of commercial-free music, plus sports, entertainment, news, and comedy. That's how you become America's best-selling brand. Now get an Edge or Explorer with 0% financing for 60 months, plus $1,750 bonus cash. Or lease a 2017 Escape for just $199 a month.
You gotta hate what you're firing at! I want you to pray with me. Close your eyes and pray.
The Magnificent Seven, rated PG-13 in IMAX.
Closed captioning of Cubs baseball on Comcast Sportsnet is brought to you by U.S. Waterproofing.
A little seepage in your basement is no need to panic. Count on the experts at U.S. Waterproofing to diagnose and repair the problem.
For a free consultation, visit uswaterproofing.com. A better basement starts with us.
If you love Bears football, don't miss the premiere of the Lance Briggs Show tomorrow night on CSN. Hear from the 7-time Pro Bowlers. He shares his thoughts on yesterday's setback in Houston and previews the home opener against the Eagles. The Lance Briggs Show tomorrow night at 11 on CSN Chicago.
That was a fun weekend in Houston with the Cubs there and the Bears in town as well. Many Chicagoans made the pilgrimage to Houston. Apparently there was some bet between the mayors. Were you aware of this?
I heard about it. I have no idea what the bet was.
I think it was, a food bet, deep dish pizza for barbecue or something. But the football game was awarded 2 points of value, and then each of the baseball games 1 point of value. So Houston won by virtue of winning the football game, won the bet 3-2.
That doesn't seem right. Football counts more than baseball? Come on. Swing and a miss by Colton Wong.
So if it was just games, it would have been 2-2. So it would have had to come up with a tiebreaker.
Well, when the Blackhawks play the Arrows, didn't Gordie Howe play for the Arrows?
Yeah, he did.
Called strike 3. Wong almost called that pitch for Joe West.
Yeah, I'm guessing there was some kind of a vocal signal from Joe, because we didn't see any movement, but Wong was, he knew his goose was cooked. And then Big Joe punched him out.
Now Piscotty, one base runner alone by Kyle. That was the Molina walk in the second.
Year by year, Kyle Hendricks versus right-handed batters. 2014, they had 247 against him. Last year, 225. This year, $192.
Well, that's a line drive to Fowler, but he didn't really square it up.
Nope, leaning a little bit. This Sunday, it would be the 18th of September, and the Cubs will be finishing up their series with the Brewers. Up to the first 10,000 early arriving fans will receive a Cubs picnic blanket presented by Jewel Osco. After the game, the first 1,000 kids 13 and younger will have the opportunity to run the bases, weather permitting. For more information, visit Cubs.com/kids. And those kids who are not permitted to run the bases, your parents promise to take you out for ice cream.
One strike on Carpenter. An all-star this year for the third time, but was injured and did not play.
It's a little different look on that curveball from Kyle. A little lower arm angle. Sometimes his curveball is just a get over loopy pitch. That time threw it hard down below the swing of Carpenter. So many tricks in this guy's bag.
Yeah.
He's so resourceful.
5-0 with a 130 over his last 7 starts. Past Hendricks. Bryant is there. Off balance throw. He got him. Hendricks has not given up a hit through 4, and he's got a 2-0 lead.
Our mountains challenge us, push us back, knock us down, tell us it can't be done. But then, one day you reach the summit, and you realize the harder the climb, the better the reward. Coors Light, whatever your mountain, climb on.
Who said sporty couldn't be a little bit adventurous? At Elgin Hyundai, our amazing selection of new SUVs are dependable, fuel efficient, and built for adventure. Like this new 2017 Hyundai Santa Fe Sport with popular equipment package, just under $25,000. Or a new 2016 Hyundai Tucson SE, just under $21,000. Come take a test drive today at our brand new facility and start your next adventure at Elgin Hyundai. Visit ElginHyundai.com.
You're going to like buying a car this way.
And here we go, folks.
It's your favorite hot dog bun, mustard, and overpriced watered-down beer.
Are you sure you want to eat all that? Because you already weigh more than your team's batting average.
Let's just toast to our anniversary. Oh no, it's corked.
Let's just watch the game. I tweeted all of your friends to come over, but I guess no one showed up.
That's okay. I invited one of your friends too.
It's out of here.
Give a real anniversary gift this year. Escape to the Champagne Lodge in Willowbrook. Book your next special memory at the Champagne Lodge today. You know you deserve it.
For the most Cubs coverage, go to csnchicago.com. Brought to you by Wintrust.
Thursday night at 10:30, join legendary Bear Brian Urlacher for the premiere of his brand new show, The Hard Count. Tune in to hear number 54's take on what the Bears will have to do to win in Week 2 against the Eagles, and much more. The Hard Count, presented by Restore, premieres Thursday night at 10:30 on CSN Chicago.
I like how you ended that with a lot of flair.
Yeah,
Chicago 1-0 on Baez.
Bats who weren't getting base runners on against Leake, you would be inclined to step out, try to upset his rhythm a little bit, but that really hasn't been the case here tonight for the Cubs. Got 5 hits already in the ball game. Pushed a couple runs across home plate. Ooh.
Two and 2. I think it was last night or Saturday. Had a little hip discomfort during one of his at bats. Was able to stay in. Ground ball to short. Jerko can't get him. Baez really busted it out of the box. Jerko a bit flat-footed as he fielded that ground ball. And it's an error on Jerko.
Yep, got him to roll over on that slider off the plate, but it gets him a nice break out of the box, so he sells out going down the line. And indeed, Jerko maybe lays back a little too much, then has to hurry the throw. Said throw errant. Leadoff man reaches. 10th error for Jerko.
That's one where you wish you could kind of give like a half an error and a half a hit.
Reward the effort.
Yeah.
Or I guess we could come up with a new category, forced errors.
Sure.
Because what we need in this game is more numbers.
Well, they do have the stat reached on error, and a lot of times it's fast guys who cause infielders to hurry it up and possibly causes mistakes.
Wreak a little havoc.
Bunted by Hendricks. This time he gets it down. He failed his last time. That will go 1-3.
That was a dandy. On Wednesday the 21st, the Cubs welcome students, alumni, and fans of the Big Ten. Fans who buy tickets through the special group nights page will receive a special edition Cubs scarf in their favorite Big Ten schools colors. Also, one lucky individual will get a chance to throw out a ceremonial pitch. For more information, visit Cubs.com/special group nights.
Strike called on Dexter Fowler. All right, I got a question for you, and it's been a few days since we've been on together, so you know me. I come up with weird questions. Leaks 0-1. Towering shot to right, and it will get way out of here. 2-run homer.
Oh, baby. Wow. Jeep-bop. 0-5 for Gary Jones. A high home run for Dexter Fowler.
That was loud.
Leak, a guy who we talk about him throwing strikes, but sometimes it's the quality of the strikes that makes the difference. He made that mistake earlier to Zobrist. Here's another one to Fowler. This ball absolutely crushed. There's your forward home run replay for the second time tonight. The Cubs go deep.
Bryant takes a strike. 4-0. So I see the A's are in Kansas City tonight. Okay.
Yeah.
Now the A's play at Kansas City every year. They've been in the same league forever. Is there an older fan who lives in Kansas City and goes to Kauffman Stadium and still roots for the A's? Since they moved to Oakland from Kansas City in 1968?
Yeah.
And I guess that's top of mind because the LA Rams make their debut tonight in San Francisco, and I was asking people if some fans here in St. Louis would have an interest in that game.
So yeah, what is the how long will a fan maintain his fandom, his or her fandom, after the team leaves town? See, I don't know that the Athletics did a whole lot while they're in Kansas City to get people excited other than play there.
They didn't.
But there, yeah, I'm sure there are a few. The Kansas City club back in the day, they were referred to as a minor league team to the Yankees. The Yankees used to raid all their good players.
Full count on Chris Bryant. Okay, so it wasn't that weird a question.
No, but I think now the challenge is it's just to identify said fans.
A little bit off the end of the bat. Hazelbaker makes a catch.
That'll be your mission. The next time we go to Kansas City and interleague play, we will go in pursuit. Take a camera crew and we'll roam around the city looking for Athletic fans. Roger Maris was a Kansas City Athletic before becoming a Yankee.
Wasn't Hawk Harrelson? I could be wrong. I feel like I've seen Hawk in a Kansas City A's uniform on a baseball card.
Yeah, Hawk started there. He wasn't a Yankee though.
No, but he was right. He was an Athletic.
Yeah, I think he got into it with Charlie Finley, didn't he? Wasn't there some story to Hawk and Finley had to dust up?
Two and one on Rizzo. Line shot the other way. Hazelbaker to end the inning. Cubs have homered twice tonight. And in both cases, they got all of them. Zobrist in the second and Fowler in the fifth. Right down the middle of the fairway.
Some things are simply impossible to ignore. The strikingly designed Lexus NX Turbo and Hybrid, the SUV that dares to go beyond utility. Lease the 2016 NX Turbo with 0 due at signing for $419 a month for 36 months. See your Lexus dealer.
If you're always playing it safe, are you really even playing?
How do you feel about your commute these days? A little crabby? You can change that pretty easily. Just take Pace and feel happy as a clam. The savings will be a big change too. Travel in a more relaxing Pace.
Hi, I'm David Kaplan here with a Coors Light Cold Hard Facts Sportsnet Central update. Coming up after post-game live, latest on the Twins going after Senior VP of Scouting and Player Development Jason McLeod. We'll hear from Lovie Smith and Pat Fitzgerald following ugly losses over the weekend. And Coach Dave Wannstedt breaks down Leonard Floyd's first game as a Bear. All on Sportsnet Central. Holly joins me for the post. Now back to Len and JD in the Arch City.
Cap, thank you. 4-0. Bottom of the fifth. Ball one on Randall Grichuk. Swing and a miss. Just got a tweet from a fan named Josie. It says, my 82-year-old father-in-law from Chicago still cheers for the football Cardinals. Following them from Chicago to St. Louis and now to Arizona. Now that is loyalty.
Yeah, I think there are still plenty of Expo fans who follow the Nationals. Because that's, much more recent than the other examples we've talked about.
Then you also, I'm sure, have some fans who root against the team they grew up rooting for if they move away. I think there are probably a lot of Rams fans who feel that way. As Grichuk strikes out, one away.
We're witnessing another masterful performance here by Hendricks. This is just incredible night after night. I just love watching this guy pitch. He's on me through a couple of little elevated cut fastball away to Grichuk. He's throwing 89, which is probably a little something extra for Kyle. Usually he's 87, 88. And then that put away changeup for strike three. Just a beautiful pitch. Those who would discount his Cy Young candidacy because of the expectation coming into this season, because he's not a huge strikeout guy and he doesn't throw 95 miles per hour, the more you watch this guy pitch, the more you become convinced how good he really is.
Well, the other one for me, in terms of Kyle's candidacy, is just he hasn't had a clunker. That'll hold up for Ben Zobrist.
Yeah, and just look at the results of his at-bats against here tonight. I mean, that's what this game boils down to, right? Mano a mano, pitcher versus hitter. He's winning every battle pretty much. He's striking guys out or he's inducing weak contact. There's been a couple balls hit hard, kind of.
Jerko hit into a double play in the second, and he will not do that this time because there are already 2 outs. So updated ERA leaders, and Kyle has almost a half a run lead on Noah Syndergaard. John Lester right behind him. Jerko, the former San Diego Padre. And the 2-1 hit in the air to center. And right near the cutout of that arch. Fowler makes the catch as Hendricks is no-hitting the Cardinals through 5.
You're taking an enormous risk speaking with us, so thank you.
Of course.
What was the key to toppling this notorious crime ring?
By keeping my identity a secret, I was able to witness the atrocities firsthand. I've been undercover for 5 years. Anonymity is critical to my survival.
Want to get away? Now you can with Southwest fares as low as $59 one way. Yes to low fares with nothing to hide. That's transparency.
So, can I see you again?
I'm free on Black Forest Ham Day.
There's a Subway 350 sub of the day to help you remember life's important days.
We got married in June.
On Tuna Day.
Every day a different 350 6-inch sub. Every day of the week. Every sub contains no artificial flavors. At just $3.50, it's a great sub at a great price.
Her name is Terry.
She was born on Sweet
Onion Chicken Teriyaki Day.
The 350 sub of the day. Every day of the week at Subway.
Briggs is back. Tomorrow night on CSN. Join former standout linebacker and 7-time Pro Bowler Lance Briggs for his take on the current state of the team, as well as a look ahead. The Lance Briggs Show returns tomorrow at 11 p.m. on CSN.
Why fly O'Hare when you can fly NJet? NJet, Chicagoland's choice in jet charter service. Just drive up and take off. For a quote, visit n-jet.com or call 888-FLY-NJET. Leak deals to Ben Zobrist and a strike. Pulled deep and foul to right. 6th inning. Cubs lead 4-0. I don't know if you have any friends who own airplanes. I've met some people who own airplanes, but I don't claim to have any close personal friends. Swing and a miss. Good changeup. One away. The other night in Houston, a group of about 4 or 5 Cub fans, they said that one guy pointed at the other guy and said, well, he has a plane and he flew us down here for the series. And jokingly I said, well, how many planes do you own? I have 3. And he said, I have 2. I said, okay, I was kidding. I don't own any. He was dead serious.
Yeah, no, I had a friend who owned a jet, a plane, a very nice one. I had an uncle that was a kind of a flyer. He had a little, puddle jumper kind of thing. It's more of a hobby plane, not a big golf wing or anything like that. Got another buddy who's into aviation who owns part of a plane.
Like a wing or?
Well, he's a fractional ownership with other people.
Okay. Yeah, on the left wing.
Yep, I got a left wing.
Saving up for a cockpit. Molina will not have a play.
The Cubs are introducing a game-changing new premier experience at Wrigley Field with seats featuring prime views and access to an exclusive club. This will allow fans to enjoy Cubs baseball in a whole new way. Visit CubsPremier.com to join the Premier Client Priority List. You don't even have to own a plane.
2-2 popped up. Foul territory. It's Peralta. Julie Tynan watching in Manhattan, rooting on the Cubs tonight. Sue Lackey in Mount Pleasant, Michigan. Bounce to Wong. Little underhand flip to Carpenter. And that ends the inning. Kyle Hendricks back to work in the bottom of the sixth, leading 4-0.
There are things in life that just go together. It's like they're always side by side. Because when we put them together, they're better. Like home and auto insurance from State Farm. They just go together. And they save you time and money. Just another way we're here to help life go right. Talk to a State Farm agent today.
Every night, get ready for the most dynamic show in Chicago. Your city, your teams, your show. This is Sportsnet Central tonight after post-game live, presented by GMC.
Wow, did not see that coming. Something else you didn't see coming? Outstanding customer service delivered by collision pros who ensure your low point ends on a high note. You may not see it coming, but you'll know where you're going. Get to Gerber.
A well-put-together man is said to be sharp. At GMC, we get why people appreciate that kind of precision. After all, precision is the kind of sharp that slices through a crowd. This is the precision of professional grade. It's the GMC 2016 model year sell down. Now get 20% below MSRP on select Sierra 1500 models in stock. That's over $10,300 on this Sierra SLT Crew.
The Hard Count, featuring Brian Urlacher, presented by Restore, premiering Thursday at 10:30 on CSN.
Well, let's check in with Kyle Hendricks here tonight, who's been dazzling yet again. Swing and a miss from Carpenter. There's that good changeup to get Gritchick. Ground ball double play to the shortstop. A lot of weak contact, swings and misses. Very few pitches over the fat part of the plate. Wong gets caught looking. Induces the fly ball from Jerko. Hendricks dealing 5 innings, no hits, no runs, a walk, 5 punch outs as he gets set to work to the bottom of the order.
Curveball just missed the inside corner on Johnny Peralta. Peralta has had an injury-plagued season. A troublesome left thumb has put him on the DL twice.
Focus a little bit on that grid we put up, our pitch tracks over the course of the night, and how few pitches you'll see in the middle of that zone.
Gets the call there, 2-2. It's like how John Lester prefers to work when he's at his best. Really works the edges. Hooked foul on the ground past third.
It's no Warren Spahns approach. Strikes are overrated. As close to the plate but as far away from the barrel as possible was his philosophy.
Former Cub Miguel Sokolovich, a right-hander, up. Songwon Oh, their closer, probably not available tonight. He's been day-to-day with a groin issue. toward the hole. Nice play, Russell. He's got time. He got him.
Oh my. Oh my. Look at the look on the face of Peralta. This ball is fairly sharply hit, but Russell's on it in no time.
You know, I'm thinking when that ball's hit, it's an out, right?
Well,
the way Russell plays.
Yeah, right. He doesn't surprise us much anymore, does he?
That is a terrific play, and one he makes all the time. Remember that one. Hazelbaker, skies to right. Hayward trying to find some room, and he caught it. He caught it. Oh, what a play by Hayward. 2 down.
Yeah, we mentioned at the start of the ball game that the Cubs made a number of outstanding defensive plays last night. Here they go again. First Russell, now Hayward leaping into the stands. And watch Baez come in. This is like a football player who's got possession of the fumbled football. He's going to push this fan off to make sure that Hayward's glove comes out with the baseball in it. Great concentration by the big fella. Watch Clark there, number 15. He's trying to take it away. He's like, no, sir.
Aledmys Diaz will bat for Mike Leake. Well, you worry more about their pinch hitters than you do their starters. They have put together an amazing year collectively as a team in terms of their pinch hitting.
Yeah, it's been crazy. 15 pinch hit home runs they have hit.
Broken bat roller. Baez. Inning over. No through 6 for Hendricks. USAA honors those who have served and all of our service members at home and abroad.
Brought to you by USAA. Insurance, banking, and investments tailored for the military community.
I always played the game with honor. I think that was instilled in me by my parents. The sacrifices they made taught me to compete with discipline and integrity.
Presented by USAA. Insurance, banking, and investments tailored for the military community.
Every mile is a possibility, a chance to get closer or much farther away. Every mile counts, so help clean and keep your engine working its best through all of them. Valero.
Comparing midsize sedans? Here's what puts the Kia Optima ahead of the Nissan Altima. The Kia Optima has an available surround view monitor and turbo engine. The Nissan Altima does not. The 2016 Kia Optima is a KBB.com Best Buy Award winner. The Nissan Altima came up short there, too. Discover the next generation Optima. It's not your average midsize sedan. Right now, get great offers on a 2016 Optima. Visit your Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana Kia dealer for details.
I'm Brad Schneider, and I approve this message.
What do the facts say about Bob Dole and the Republicans? Dole and the Republicans voted to raise the retirement age and end the Medicare guarantee, cut environmental protections while protecting subsidies for big oil, restrict a woman's right to choose, and defund Planned Parenthood. Dole and the Republicans even said employees could be fired just for being gay. Bob Dole and the Republicans. The facts speak for themselves.
You have to trust in the process. Again, it's this mental approach of every time I take the mound, trying to make good pitches, control what's in my control. From there, you can control what the hitter does sometimes.
Inside Look, Kyle Hendricks, presented by Cadillac, premiering Thursday at 11 on CSN.
Cub fans, Joe Madden wants you to own his car. How about that? Joe is raffling off his signature vehicle for charity. Raffle tickets are $100 each. and are available at fan services during all remaining home games or by stopping by 3721 North Clark Street. Full details are available at Cubs.com/Joe's Raffle. It's not like winning John Voight's car, but it's still pretty darn good.
Miguel Sokolovic here in the 7th.
8 games at the big league level this year. 1-0 with a .360. He was 2-6 with a 3.14 ERA. 45 appearances down at AAA.
Hayward out into right center. On the move, Grichuk, and a diving grab. Wow, we've seen some defense here in the last 10 minutes or so, and a tip of the cap from Hayward to his former teammate.
Yeah, and off the bat it looked like it'd be extra bases. The ball got a little backspin and hangs up a little bit, and a brilliant play by Grichuk, who we've seen make a number of spectacular plays out there in center field this year. Just a beautiful play. Big league players making big league plays, and there's a little acknowledgement from Jason. I'm either going to tip my hat or I'm going to run out there and put you in a headlock.
Baez the batter. Ball 1 low. Have you figured out how many guys they have available in their bullpen? Probably worth doing every time we see a new team here in September.
Yeah, well, if just in terms of the names, there's 3 lefties, 8 right-handers on the card tonight. Seems to be a rising tide of opposition to the expanded rosters, or at least the availability of so many players on a daily basis. We'll see if it gets addressed at all in the next collective bargaining agreement,
which will be after this season. Baez in the air. Much easier play for Grichuk this time. 2 away. It'll bring up Kyle Hendricks in our PNC Cubs upcoming schedule. Another night game tomorrow. Getaway day matinee on Wednesday, and then back home for a nice long stretch. Final homestand of the regular season. We'll have Thursday's game right here on CSN Friday afternoon as well. What do you think of Dave Roberts the other night, pulling another pitcher, working on history?
Yeah, 7 perfect innings for Rich Hill. He had thrown 89 pitches. I'm sure what Dave thought, well, if I send him back out there for the 8th and he's got it through 8, I've got to run him back out there for the 9th. But given his injury history and the overall injury history of their club this year, it certainly is understandable. There's arguments to be made on both sides. The other guy had a shot at history. You hate to take that away from a player, but given who the player was and the fact that he's had these blister issues and other physical issues, you can certainly understand Robert's thinking.
That's low. The counter would be, Rich Hill is a veteran guy. You don't feel like you have to protect him as much as a kid, but I think it's more about the team, right? Because if the Dodgers were out of it, let him go.
Right, or if they had a commanding lead where you say, okay, we're gonna push you, and if you end up throwing 125 pitches, we won't start you again for 8 days. But they're not in that position. The Giants are just 3 games behind them.
Sometimes arguments about decisions like that become counterintuitive because so many people are about the team. It's got to be about the team, and then when a decision's made that is for the team, then fans go, well, wait a minute.
We had a chance to witness history, yeah.
4-0 Cubs. Don't go anywhere.
The Honda Take Home a CRV sales event is here with incredible deals. Loaded with standard features like Pandora compatibility, a multi-angle rear view camera, and plenty of cargo space. It's no wonder the CRV was named Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com Best Buy for 2016. Hurry into the Honda Take Home a CRV sales event and get a great deal today.
It's all imported cheeses. This is a fondue party, Mike.
I realize that, Alan. Taco Bell has these new burritos with warm melted cheese in the center.
This is a Gorgonzola Gruyere medley.
This is a 3-cheese blend plus nacho cheese sauce medley.
The best way to serve warm melted cheese is in the center of a beefy burrito. New cheesy core burritos only at Taco Bell.
Americans don't celebrate the good enough canyon. We didn't aim to be second to the moon. Verizon doesn't settle for good enough either. So now we're introducing Verizon LTE Advanced. With 50% faster peak speeds in more than 450 cities coast to coast. So don't settle for an unlimited plan with limits. Switch now and get our best deal. 20 gigs of limitless data with 4 lines for only $160. Welcome to the Next Gen Network.
The most popular way to follow the Cubs postseason push is with MLB.com at Bat, the @1 app for live baseball. Enjoy game day, live game video highlights, StatCast, news, and more. Get MLB.com at Bat on your favorite devices now. As great as Kyle Hendricks has been all year, this may be the best he's been so far. Long rolls foul.
Since June 19th, Kyle 10-1 with a 1.28 earned run average. The action on his curveball has been sharper here tonight. He hasn't thrown a lot of them, but tighter rotation, sharper bite on the curveball. Yeah, and we were talking earlier about, comparing Kyle to some of the other front-running candidates for the Cy Young Award. Doesn't have the credentials in terms of his resume or the big arm, but he strikes out better than league average. Walk rate is better than league average. Coming into this game, just a .206 batting average against. There are those that argue that, well, he's a pitch-to-contact guy, and the Cubs are really good defensively. So it's not just, it's not just him, but I would argue part of the reason why the Cubs' defensive numbers are so good is because of guys like Hendricks who induce so much weak contact. Balls in play are turned into outs.
Well, the combo, that weak contact and the Cubs' stellar defense, it's been a great combination, hasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it goes hand in hand. There's a weak ground ball.
Rizzo to Hendricks.
Just 70 pitches made. He's in great shape.
Swing and a miss, 1-1. Looked like the cut change up. One Cardinal has reached. Molina walked in the second and quickly eliminated on an inning-ending double play ball. Swing and a miss. How about that? Piscotty was late on 89.
He's thinking about that changeup. Yeah, a rare 90-mile-an-hour fastball there. So he's strong tonight with the extra rest.
Ground ball. Bryant's got it. Throw to first. Out. A slight little stumble as Chris tried to get up, but he made the play.
Exhale, breathe, everybody. Woo. Yeah, scary moment here. Sharply hit. Good recovery. 2 outs in the 7th.
Matt Carpenter swings and fouls out of play.
Yeah, he's got Carpenter getting out of his game. Carpenter normally very patient, rarely attacks that first pitch. We saw the last series the Cubs played against the Cardinals. He did it a little bit. And a lot will depend, of course, with Carpenter where he is in the batting order in the game situation. If he's at the top of the order leading off an inning, he'll probably be a little more patient. In this situation, 2 outs, nobody on. He's looking to do damage.
Swing and a miss. He's through 7 and his ERA now is below 2. 4-0 Cubs.
Good or better? The Hyundai Sonata versus the Toyota Camry. The Sonata has an available panoramic sunroof. The Camry? No. In the Sonata, available Android Auto. The Camry? No again. And only the Hyundai is backed by America's best warranty. Better is the reason to buy Hyundai. The 2017 Sonata from Hyundai.
Nobody should go to bed hungry.
That's where our friends at Benny's Beverage Depot are going to bat for the Greater Chicago Food Depository.
Every time the Cubs leadoff man gets a hit, Benny's donates $100 to help feed hungry families in Chicagoland.
That calls for a toast.
Crispy M&Ms are back.
What are you doing?
You said to tell our fans crispy M&Ms are back.
Not those fans.
Did you mean this fan?
No.
What about that one? There's a fan in the break room. Oh,
so good, they're back.
With a curved ultra-high definition screen, Samsung's SUHD TVs give you a brighter picture and the most brilliant colors for the best viewing experience. It's Samsung's best TV, and it's here at Apt Electronics. Available in screen sizes from 48 to 88 inches. Come see it today. Guaranteed low prices, unbeatable selection, and free local delivery. Apt. Pleasing people since 1936.
Our hefty home runs. Cubs have hit a couple. Ben Zobrist and Dexter Fowler. Both over 400 feet. Fowler's knocked in 2. And the Cubs lead 4-0 as they will bat in the 8th inning. Top of the order here, Fowler, Bryant, and Rizzo. You just tuned us in. Kyle Hendricks Has not allowed a hit through 7. 1 base runner. That was a walk in the 2nd inning, and he has faced the minimum. Sokolovich in his 2nd inning of work. $43,397 here at Busch Stadium tonight.
Award the effort from Mike Leake here tonight. 6 innings, 6 hits, 4 runs, 3 earned. Walked only 1, struck out 4.
So Matt Adams now playing first. So Adams in for Carpenter. Okay.
Oh.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. There has never been a no-hitter thrown in this ballpark, which opened 2006. Bryant on the ground is short. Jerko's got it.
Assuming Carpenter must be hurt a little bit, must have tweaked something.
Yeah, I don't know why he would come out of the game for any other reason. Ground ball to first. Adams to Sokolovich. And the inning is over. Kyle Hendricks in the bottom of the 8th. Stay with us. 4-0 Cubs.
From the first building block to the last coat of paint, Menards is here to help. Get an 11% rebate on everything in the store, including thousands of sale items. Whether you're remodeling your house or creating a new bathroom, you'll save 11% on all of it, so you can finish your latest project and start planning the next big thing. Get building with an 11% rebate on everything, even sale price items, now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
I'm Dan Fields of the Fields Auto Group. We've prepared a Joe Madden Signature Edition vehicle. It will be raffled off at the end of the season, with the proceeds going to many of Joe's favorite charities.
But not before I have the pleasure of driving it to and from the ballpark. Thank you, Dan, and everyone at Fields Auto Group for this special vehicle and for making this all possible.
For official raffle rules and complete details on how you can win this Joe Madden signature vehicle, go to fieldsauto.com.
It is an honor for Fields Auto Group to help good causes like Cubs Charities and Misericordia. Fields matters because you matter.
Attention patients who were treated with a drug from the antibiotic group known as fluoroquinolones, or FLQs. If you or a loved one took the antibiotic Levaquin or Avelox prior to March 1st, 2014, and then suffered an aortic dissection, aortic aneurysm, or peripheral neuropathy, your voice deserves to be heard. Call the Rely On Group at 800-236-1832.
David Kaplan in our Comcast Sportsnet studios with a Sportsnet Central update presented, as always, by Bob's Discount Furniture, home of untouchable values. Coming up after postgame live, the latest on the Twins going after Senior VP of Scouting and Player Development, Jason McLeod of the Cubs. Dave Wannstedt, the coach, breaks down how the Bears can fix their O-line. Plus, Lovie Smith and Pat Fitzgerald have their work cut out for them. That's all on Sportsnet Central. Later on, Holly joins me for the post. Now, bring it on home. Len and JD in the Arc City.
Cap, thank you. Grichuk, Molina, Jerko. Here in the bottom of the 8th. Hendricks' first pitch, he is low. In the air to left, fairly deep, but playable for Zobrist, just in front of the warning track. 1 out.
Deep breath, reset, and go get him. At 22 outs on 80 pitches. Just about all of his misses have been down.
Sam Tuivailala out in the Cardinal bullpen. That is a lot of fun to say. Molina swings and misses.
Get into this stage of the game like this, and the hitters get a little more swing happy early. Pitchers establish command of the zone.
Strike 2 called.
And the hitter's mindset shifts from I got to have a good at bat to I got to get a hit. And that thinking generally works against the hitter. When the guy's on his game the way Hendricks is here tonight.
Miguel Montero has caught a couple no-hitters, including Jake Arrieta's last August 30th, 2015 at Dodger Stadium. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. That's 2 here in the 8th.
Yeah, so now he can start to work out of the zone a little bit more because the Cardinal hitters are clearly a little bit anxious, and he's got a 4-run lead. So even if he gets behind in the count, he doesn't have to give in and throw the pitch over the heart of the plate.
Arrieta has thrown 2 here in the last couple seasons. Zambrano's in Milwaukee against the Astros. 1-0 on Jed Jerko. Missed again.
Oh, this is exactly what I was talking about. 2-0. He doesn't have to give in here to Jerko. He's got a 4-run lead.
And he walked him. First base runner since Molina in the second.
I don't know if Peralta ever hits the ball on the ground to the right side, but I wouldn't have Anthony holding Jerko on here. Just in case. I'd have him off. I'd play him behind him, shadow him a little bit, peel back, cover a little more of the infield.
That's a strike. Swing and a miss.
Beautiful pitch, man. That changeup has been so good tonight.
Gets a sign from Montero. The pitch. Hit his spot. Didn't get the call, but it was close.
Boy, and he knew exactly what he wanted to do. He shook twice to get to that pitch. There's no hesitation from Hendricks right now. He's absolutely locked in as to what he wants to do with each pitch.
Popped him up. Baez and Rizzo in foul territory, and it's Baez to end the 8th. No flipping. No flipping. We go to the 9th.
Tom's getting sweaty yet?
You're taking an enormous risk speaking with us, so thank you.
Of course.
What was the key to toppling this notorious crime ring?
By keeping my identity a secret, I was able to witness the atrocities firsthand. I've been undercover for 5 years. Anonymity is critical to my survival.
Want to get away? Now you can with Southwest fares as low as $59 one way. Yes to low fares with nothing to hide. That's transparency.
In Chicago, some things just go together, like front porches and blue W's, bricks and ivy, Waveland Avenue and souvenirs, Jake and State Farm. Like home and auto insurance with State Farm, they just go together, and they save you time and money. Just another way we're here to help life go right. Talk to a State Farm agent today.
We are the Coors Brewing Company, and our mountain is brewing the world's most refreshing beer. A beer proud enough to wear our name in big, red, scripted letters. That's why we lager, filter, and package cold. Because we believe every climb deserves a refreshing finish. Whatever your mountain, climb on.
Well, Jake Arrieta, look at those eyes. Cincinnati back on April 21st. With his second no-hitter. First one was in late August of last year. Pretty neat moment. David Ross in his final season in the big leagues got to catch history. And everybody staying away from Kyle Hendricks now. And there is a sense of anticipation in the air here in this ballpark. Whatever various fans are rooting for. Waiting for what will be an eventful bottom of the 9th. But first things first, Sam Tuivailala will face Ben Zobrist here in the top of the 9th.
Tuivailala follows Sokolovic. Just need to get Zastrinski and get these three guys together and we'll have a spelling bee.
Zobrist to the opposite way. Hazel Baker picks it up. Ben's got a double.
Good night for Ben. A two-base hit to go with his four-bagger. Russell, the pitch fouled back. I'll repeat a story that we told in Cincinnati in April. It was 2 years ago. We were in New York playing the Yankees, and Lee Mazzilli, former longtime big league infielder, we were talking with him in the press box. There's a bouncer up the middle that'll get Zobrist to third as Russell's out. And he said he was way more nervous playing defense late in a no-hitter than he was in the World Series. Yeah, because I think you can convince yourself in a World Series game that it feels like a normal game. There's nothing normal about a guy who's trying to make history and to get this deep.
Mike Matheny's going to make a change. It's a Midas Tire and Auto Service Experts call to the pen. We'll be back.
With my moderate to severe Crohn's disease, I was always searching for ways to manage my symptoms. I thought I had it covered. Then I realized managing was all I was doing. When I finally told my doctor, he said Humira was for people like me, who've tried other medications but still experience the symptoms of moderate to severe Crohn's disease. In clinical studies, the majority of patients on Humira saw significant symptom relief, and many achieved remission.
Humira can lower your ability to fight infections, including tuberculosis. Serious, sometimes fatal infections and cancers, including lymphoma, have happened, as have blood, liver, and nervous system problems, serious allergic reactions, and new or worsening heart failure. Before treatment, get tested for TB. Tell your doctor if you've been to areas where certain fungal infections are common, and if you've had TB, hepatitis B, are prone to infections, or have flu-like symptoms or sores. Don't start Humira if you have an infection.
If you're still just managing your symptoms, ask your gastroenterologist about Humira. With Humira, remission is possible.
It's Peyton. It's Peyton on Sunday morning.
E-Man. What up, Peyton? You know I have DirecTV NFL Sunday Ticket. I get every game, every Sunday, all in HD.
Yeah, I know that.
So you want to come over? I'll make nachos.
I can't right now, man. I'm playing.
Oh, yeah. All right. Pencil you in for Tuesday.
Get NFL Sunday Ticket included at no extra charge. Only on DirecTV.
It's a Midas Tire and Auto Service Experts call to the pen. Left-hander Dean Kiekeffer here in the ninth.
Kiekeffer, a rookie, 27 years of age. We'll go to work for the Cardinals, but first let's check in and see what we've witnessed from the Cubs defensively here tonight. This is the one play that really stands out. Spectacular effort by Russell. Of course, Jason Hayward going into the seats. Not taking away a hit, but obviously a great play. This ball fairly sharply hit. But it's been mostly a one-man show here tonight.
Infield in, and Miguel Montero takes a strike. By the way, we will not go to break after the top of this ninth inning. Cubs try to add to their lead. Runner at third, one out. Missed inside, and Montero held up. By the way, Lee Mazzilli played more outfield than first base on his 14-year career, and participated in one World Series with the Mets, 1986. Ground ball, Zobrist holds. Wong to Adams, 2 outs.
Mike Matheny could make this move to the bullpen to bring his lefty in, knowing full well that Joe Madden wasn't going to hit for Montero, who's catching Kyle Hendricks here tonight, or Jason Hayward, who's the Gold Glove outfielder. So Matheny knows he's going to have the advantage, platoon advantage of these two at bats. Joe Madden doesn't really care a whole lot about that. He wants his best defensive team on the field. Probably really doesn't care if Jason makes the third out here without scoring another run, just to keep Hendricks in rhythm.
The only Cub pitcher to no-hit the St. Louis Cardinals was Don Cardwell in his Cub debut at Wrigley Field. May 15th, 1960. That's a strike. Swing and a miss. Always feel like in this type of situation, this is the opening act before the Rolling Stones.
The half inning before the decisive inning.
I mean, you'd love to add on, but You hear that band say, "This will be our final number." Everybody cheers. The Stones are coming up next. He walked him. And we'll give Baez a chance.
Well, Kyle's going to have to bat here. I wonder if anybody in the dugout, Davey Martinez, went up to Joe. Hey, do you want to hit for Kyle here? Got a chance to add on.
There's plenty of time for levity in our booth, but I'm not so sure it happens in the dugout.
No, even as loose as that group is at this stage of the proceedings. Nope, they are very tense down there.
We will keep it here after the top of the ninth. Swing and a miss. Called strike 2.
Don't swing. Just go pitch.
Two and two. Drives this one out into deep right center. It will be run down by Gretchen. That would have scored 3. We will keep it here. And let's go back to August 30th, 2015 at Dodger Stadium. The stuff was just dazzling, and here's a final out. Chase Utley. And he struck out the side in that bottom of the ninth.
Jake does it with mid-90s fastballs and that power slider. When you think about his repertoire and his best stuff, with Hendricks, it's more you normally don't talk about a changeup being overpowering, but that's kind of the nature of his changeup. He gets a lot of swings and misses on that pitch, completely baffles opposing hitters, and off he goes to work the ninth. Pretty good chance by the time this week is over, the Cubs will be the division champs. And what a way it would be to start the week when Mr. Hendricks doing his thing here tonight.
Through 8, 0 hits, 0 runs, 2 walks, 7 strikeouts. His earned run average is down to 1.98 on the season.
When he first came to the big leagues, chat with Rick Sutcliffe, and Sut was comparing him to Greg Maddux. And I remember thinking, well, that's probably a little hyperbole. Yeah, he's a finesse guy. I get all that. The more you watch him pitch, now, if you're going to be Greg Maddux, you got to do it for 20 years. But this has been a Greg Maddux-like year this kid is having.
So it's Hazelbaker, the number 8 hitter. Greg Garcia, left-handed batter, is on deck. Here we go. Good start. Curve for a strike.
Probably left the dugout knowing he was going to throw that first pitch breaking ball to Hazelbaker.
Changeup for a strike. A drive to right, and it's gone. Oh, so close. And if you had to bet, if the Cardinals were going to get a hit tonight, a home run would probably be what you would bet.
It's just a heartbreaker. 2 strikes. A little bit of a mistake with the changeup. Didn't make his pitch and paid the price. What an effort. What a brilliant performance. He's not done. And now the corner infielders are going to come in and talk a little bit. They're buying some time for the bullpen.
Now, Aroldis Chapman was getting loose when the inning started. Joe West is upset because I think he was telling Joe was telling a couple of his infielders to go out and talk to Kyle, and I think Joe West was saying, no, you can't do that. So he throws him out. He's going to let him make the change. How about that?
Yeah, I think he said that's fine, Joseph. I'm going to go get my guy, Joseph. That's fine. Yeah, so he's just trying to move the proceedings along. He's telling Montero not to go back out.
Well, a standing ovation for Kyle Hendricks as he walks off the field, and even Cardinal fans are clapping as well, and his teammates greet him very warmly in the dugout. And what an effort indeed. We'll be back in a moment.
Gary, I am proud of you, my man. Making simple, smart cashback choices. With Quicksilver from Capital One, you're earning unlimited 1.5% cash back on every purchase everywhere. Like on that new laptop. Quicksilver keeps things simple, Gary. And smart, like you. And I like that.
I guess I am pretty smart.
Don't let that go to your head, Gary. What's in your wallet?
Jack Link's Jerky presents Working Out with Sasquatch. People ask me, Odell, what's the secret to your musclefulness? It's easy. Working out with Sasquatch. Working out with Sasquatch is a full body program for your full body of muscles, especially pectoral muscles. It's really simple. Off the charts natural ability, working out with Sasquatch, and Jack Link's Jerky. Just do that. Jack Link's Jerky, the protein packed snack packed with protein.
Advanced Audi A4. Experience the Audi A4 at your local dealer.
Aroldis Tire and Auto Service experts call to the pen, and Aroldis Chapman will try to get the final 3 outs. With a 3-run lead now, 4-1. And Joe West and Joe Madden had another lengthy conversation after Cubs manager took Hendricks out of the game. And again, it looked like the argument was about Joe West telling Joe Madden it's a trip to the mound if you're sending all these guys out there. But Kyle Hendricks so good tonight. Tommy Pham will hit. I believe Greg Garcia was announced.
A couple of starts ago for John Lester, he took a no-hitter, 6 2/3. Solo home run broke up his no. This time it comes in the bottom half of the 9th. 0-2. Boy, when he got the jump on Hazelbaker, I thought he was going to finish it off.
Swing and a miss.
So we go from the changeup master Hendricks to the 100+ mile-per-hour offerings of Aroldis Chapman.
Fouled away. 1-2. Chapman has not allowed a run against the St. Louis Cardinals since September 2nd, 2011.
It's pretty good, huh?
I'd say so. Swing and a miss. Strike 3.
A little 103 for you, Mr. Pham.
Seven consecutive scoreless appearances against St. Louis. Colton Wong takes a strike. Today said, what other positions did you play growing up? He said first base. And I said, what was the first time you ever received confirmation that you hit 100 on the radar gun? He said, I was 18. And after kind of laughing it off like it was no big deal, he admitted that it was a wow moment even for him. Now it's old hat. In the air to center. Pretty well hit. Fowler with room. 2 outs. Toast of the game presented by Binny's Beverage Depot. Kyle Hendricks no-hit the Cardinals through 8 tonight. Binny's Beverage Depot is the official champagne provider of the Chicago Cubs.
With 8 consecutive starts allowing 2 runs or fewer, 20 consecutive starts allowing 3 earned or fewer.
To Scotty. Ooh.
changeup. Respecting Piscotty's ability to get the fastball. He started him with a slider, and the third offering a changeup.
Swing and a miss.
When push comes to shove.
Outside. Before we're done tonight, I want to send out condolences to the friends and family of Fred Horncole, a long-time Cub fan who recently lost his battle with cancer. And the 3-2 pitch is pop foul out of play. Cubs trying to get the magic number down to 3.
Tomorrow, Jason Hamill will pitch for the Cubs. Jaime Garcia for St. Louis. Wednesday afternoon, John Lester, Carlos Martinez. Tough act to follow, boys.
Piscotty held. Andy Fletcher on appeal said he did not swing. It'll be Jose Martinez to pinch hit for Adams.
Welcome to the big leagues kind of moments for a guy like Martinez. Made his debut back on September 6th after 887 career minor league games.
Line drive, center field. Fowler grabs it. Cubs win. Cubs win 4-1. A combined one hitter. The only Cardinal hit was a Jeremy Hazelbaker leadoff homer in the ninth. Kyle Hendricks, the major league ERA leader, currently at 2.03. And if they can win these next two here at Busch Stadium, JD, they'll pop the champagne on Wednesday afternoon.
Yeah, we very well see a clincher here, and what a brilliant performance for Kyle Hendricks. No doubt a little disappointed that he did not get the no-hitter, but sparkling effort here tonight.
Going to try to grab Kyle and get his thoughts on this performance tonight. Cubs have evened up the season series at 7 apiece, and they've actually won 5 of 7 here in St. Louis. Might want to flip that over, Bam. It says M.
We M'd them.
Kyle Hendricks is with us from the field. Kyle, congratulations. What a great performance. Did it look as effortless, or feel as effortless, I should say, as it looked?
You know, my pregame bullpen today was pretty bad, so it was funny coming in after that. You know, I just even tried to more simplify. I'm always going out there with simple thoughts, but after that, didn't have much feel in the bullpen. Just tried to find it out there. Clicked in the first couple innings. Montero and I were rolling, and then you know, just left that one up right there. What are you gonna do?
Yeah, my heart broke for you, man. I thought you were gonna get it when you got the jump on Hazelbaker. You were so good tonight. I mean, you know, take your best guess at how many times you missed your spot tonight, because it did seem like it rarely happened.
Yeah, I made a lot of good pitches. I did miss a couple spots. I mean, Grichuk, when he flew out to the wall there, I probably made 4 or 5 bad pitches, but it was kind of one of those nights, you know, when you get away with them. Just ran out there at the end with the one, but yeah, pretty special night all around, man. The guys making the plays behind me, Addy, KB, Jay Hay going in the stands right there. You know, it was the making for a fun night. Just glad we got the W in Game 1 here.
But, you know, you mentioned the plays behind you tonight, but that was pretty much it. I mean, there wasn't a lot of hard contact. There weren't a lot of near misses as you know, as we look forward to this potential no-hitter. There weren't many moments where you went, oh, geez, I mean, it's soft contact all night long, and that's really been the story of your season, is the ability to move the ball around and change speeds.
Yeah, definitely. That's, you know, going in with a game plan pretty much. We've done a good job with it all year. Today, Miggy and I, you know, sitting down before the game, we felt good about our plan. Took it into the game, and he executed it. You know, I barely had to shake off at all. Just mixing all my pitches in, threw some good curveballs, changed up both sides, used my four seam well. You know, so when I'm mixing all my pitches like that, making good pitches, keep them off balance more, our margin for error is usually a little bigger.
Last thing, Kyle, take us into the dugout. You know you've got a no-hitter. Everybody else does. Did you notice teammates were starting to treat you a little differently, or were you locked in and didn't even notice?
Yeah, I noticed. I mean, I was locked in, you know, but you're having fun during the game. About the 7th, guys started getting pretty quiet. Nobody coming over to me. You know, it's kind of like, what's going on, guys? It's all right. No, but it was fun, man. Even at the end there, I was talking to Miggy. You know, it was fun reaction from all the guys. You know, just had my back all night.
It looked to me like as you were leaving the dugout to take the mound in the ninth, you looked back over your shoulder. Did somebody say something from the dugout as you went out to pitch that last inning?
I can't barely hear you, JD. Sorry. Did somebody say something?
Yeah, it looked like you peeked back over your shoulder as you were leaving the dugout to start the ninth. I didn't know if somebody cracked a joke or.
Yeah. I think because I hit that ball to right center there, that's probably about all the pop I've shown this year. So they were giving me some crap about that, you know, and I was just dishing it back before I went out there.
All right, go enjoy this one with your teammates, Kyle. Nicely done.
Perfect. Thanks, guys.
There you go, man.
What a night. Kyle Hendricks took a no-hitter into the ninth, and the Cubs beat the Cardinals 4-1. Getting a great hand from the fans who hung around outside the Cubs dugout. So join us Thursday at 6:30 for our pregame coverage here on CSN from beautiful Wrigley Field. Might be clinch night. Cubs will battle the Milwaukee Brewers to open up a 4-game weekend set. More to come. Blue Cross Blue Shield Cubs post-game live is next. For JD and our entire crew here in St. Louis, Len Casper with your final score. The Cubs 4 and the Cardinals 1.
How much fun was that? Kevin Holly with you, Blue Cross Blue Shield Cubs post-game live. Okay, not only was Kyle Hendricks ridiculously good, the Cubs get pretty good offense. They play a little long ball, and they do it in St. Louis against their arch rival.
Well, you make a statement. That's it. That's exactly what you're looking to do at this time of year. This isn't about where the Cubs are in the division, what they've got to gain. We know where the Cubs are, what's in front of them, what October's supposed to be. This is going in, playing your arch rival, going in there and making a statement. Kyle Hendricks taking the ball. Electric. I mean, again, just sucked all the air out of that stadium, other than the Cubs fans, by the way, who represented pretty well down there in St. Louis. But you could just have that feel. I was asking people at 5th, 6th inning. I mean, doesn't it just feel like everything's been drained? This is Kyle's game, and I was watching it like it was Kyle's game. And then you watch him executing pitch after pitch after pitch, and then you see the St. Louis hitters getting more aggressive, and you're thinking, this is going to happen. If he continues to make his pitches, he's going to have that special night. And Hazel Baker got one of the few mistakes he made and changed it.
Yep, he left one pitch up just a little bit.
Right.
All right, we'll show you the highlights. Cubs had a couple home runs. Hendricks was magnificent. I was privileged to be there when Kerry Wood struck out 20. This was just about as fun to be a part of and to watch here. Cubs get it done big time. We will talk about it with you, so don't go anywhere. Stick around right here. Cubs post-game live on CSN.
What do people see when they see you? They see me.
It's time to stand up.
You can't ignore this.
Better the devil you know than the devil you don't. I will not be owned.
Mr. Robot, Wednesdays at 10. Catch up anytime, on demand and online on USA.
He is the most interesting man in the world.
¿Crees que habrá alguien tan interesante como él?
I
es fácil saberlo.
Now that Big Papi's retiring, he's being smarter with his money.
I need to be smart with my money.
So he's become a super savvy shopper. Oh. That's why the Xfinity Best Offer of the Year is a home run. Lock in your rate for 2 years, plus get the X1 voice remote.
There is no crying in baseball.
It's the Big Papi of deals.
I'm not crying. My eyes are just sweating.
Score our Best Offer of the Year on the X1 Triple Play from Comcast for only $89.99 a month and lock in your rate for 2 years. Go online, call, or visit today.
Wendy set out to improve their grilled chicken sandwich. But you know, sometimes a little project turns into a big one. Marinating the chicken to be juicier and more tender led to overhauling the bun with 7 grains. Adding a fresh coat of honey mustard and
a pop of color?
That's where the new spring greens and tomato come in. And if you think the new grilled chicken sandwich looks better than ever,
this is your new grilled chicken sandwich!
Wait until you taste the delicious difference. And for a limited time, get the combo for just $5.
Cubs baseball on CSN Chicago is brought to you in part by Southwest Airlines. Transparency, low fares, nothing to hide. Your Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana Honda dealers, as reliable as the cars themselves. Xfinity X1 will change the way you experience TV. Audi, truth in engineering. Menards, save big money at Menards. And by Toyota. Discover more in a Toyota. Visit buyatoyota.com or your local Toyota dealer today. Let's go places.